everyone. Today we are doing a real practical comparison between Google Sheets and Excel, Microsoft Excel side by side. Not theory, actual tools, features, and what matters in daily work. Let's jump right in. Now, you can see my screen. It has been split into two. On the left-hand side, you will find spreadsheet. On the right-hand side, you will find Microsoft Excel. When I say spreadsheet, I mean Google Sheet. Before I start, on the left-hand side, you can see that I have put in this entire 10-minute session and I have divided this into, multiple phases or topics. So we'll be looking at interface and accessibility now. After that, collaboration, formulas and data handling, automation and AI, visualization and charts. And towards the end, we'll have our closing session. So when it comes to interface and accessibility, first impressions matter, right? And this is where the difference hits you instantly. On the left-hand side, what you see is a blank sheet, but this Google Sheet feels clean, simple, distraction-free. On the right-hand side, when you see Excel, it greets you with the full power panel right on top. You can see you have got home button, insert, draw, page layout, the classic ribbon, loads of options, and honestly, a bit overwhelming if you're new. But that's also its strength, right? When you talk about the collaboration part, the real deal breaker for most teams, Google Sheets is the king here. Instant sharing right away. Let me share this for you. If we drag it a bit, do you see the blue ribbon right at the top right corner? Share. You can instantly put the email address. You can decide the access. You can see, you want to give the restricted access to certain people or anyone, let's say anyone with a link, and what sort of access you want to give. I mean, you want to make that person a viewer or a commentator or an editor instantly. It's built for the cloud. Remember that. On the other hand, Excel, it is much better than before, but you'll still need to save on OneDrive before you get that real-time magic. Look at here. Share, and it's asking me to save it on OneDrive for Netcom Learning, right? When it comes to formulas or data handling, let's get into the brains of these tools, right? Formulas. Google Sheets keeps it very simple. Everything that you see on the left-hand side is going to make you feel very light. Let me, just help you out with one data set. Let's look at names. Let's look at sales. You've got three people, A, B, and C, and these are the respective sales. When you look at the array formula, it saves a crazy amount of time, at least in Google Sheets. Let's try that formula right away. It just popped up, and quite amazingly, you don't have to do it for other rows. Let's put D here with 700, and you have it right away. But on the Excel, if you do the same thing, let's try and do it here. Let me just zoom in a bit so that it's easier for you to see. Yeah, let's make it like this. Just give me 1 second, okay? Let me drag it a bit down. So we've got names, sales, A, B, C, and you've got 100, 200, 300. Now, when it comes to the formula, I'm going to copy this formula from here. Let's see if this works or not. I'm going to copy it right away, and I'm going to put it here. Oh, it doesn't really work. So let's see what went wrong here in the formula. Let me type it out for you. You'll have to, use XLOOKUP here for this. How do we use XLOOKUP here? Let's do it right away. You can copy it. You can put it like this right away, and it pops up. You have to drag it. It doesn't show you because the range is not there, right? That's a bit of a problem with Excel. That's the way I would look at it. Slightly technical for a person who has not worked on it. Otherwise, it's much easier for anyone who's looking at it. Now, when you look at the third part, which is more important, that's automation and AI. Automation is where things get interesting here. Google Sheets gives you app scripts. Where do you find that? Extensions. You've got app scripts like this. Powerful but very lightweight. Good for workflows and simple automation. Whereas Excel, meanwhile, so you can look at you can write your script over here. I'm not going to write one script for you, but I'm just telling you, once you write the script, you just run it. You can save it permanently. But when it comes to Excel, it brings the full army. I mean, you can go ahead with VBA, you can go ahead with Office scripts, and most importantly, you can use Copilot as well. If you're automating your daily work, Excel is simply on another level today. Now, and when it comes to visualization, because that's our another thing. Give me a moment. Let's go back there. When it comes to visualization, charts and reporting, the part everyone loves, Google Sheets gives you the basics quickly and cleanly. But Excel feels like a chart studio. More styles, more settings, more control. If you present to managers or clients, Excel's Excel shines. That's what I would say. Let me show you. Insert. You can put charts, and that's what you get. Pretty basic, right? You just got it. But when it comes to, let me just put it here, insert, and then you have got like a lot of options, 3D column, 2D bar, 3D bar, or you can go ahead with 2D line, 3D line, 2D area, depending upon what kind of output you need. You can always choose it. So I'm going to go ahead with the basic one. Let's see if it results into something. Now that gives me a lot of customization options as well. The next one is access and cost. Let's talk about, Google Sheets, totally free, at least for personal use. And the best part, it lives in your browser. Nothing to install. You don't have to do anything. Your machine has got a lot of free space, whereas Excel is part of Microsoft 365 now. So obviously you'll have to pay. But you also get full offline power and the unbeatable desktop app. But then again, it depends what you value more. You want ease, or you want more clarity, you want more options. But the question brings us to the most important thing: who should use what? If you're a freelancer, student, startup, or you live in the cloud, Sheets is built for you. But if you're an analyst, or someone who's a finance professional, or someone who works with massive data, remember, in my opinion, Excel is still the king. And honestly, most teams today use both. I mean, they want to have the best of both the worlds, right? So the quick recap that we have had is that Google Sheets is simple, fast, and amazing for collaboration, but nothing to take away from Excel. Excel is powerful, deep, and unbeatable for analysis, and there's no clear winner here. It's all about your workflow, and now you've seen them side by side. Thank you for watching. This is what I wanted to compare with you. This is one of the most basic videos, but it just solves the purpose. It gives you the clarity, what to use when. On that note, thank you so much. That really helps us.